Hello, it's your internet cartoon hyena JCal Arts here. In today's video, I'll be turning some of the Koopalings from the Super Mario series into Ninja Turtles, Teenage Ninja Turtles to be exact. So what inspired today's video idea is that recently I watched the 2003 iteration of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, I will admit that I did not watch the entire series because looking at how many episodes are in this iteration of TMNT, I'm getting Naruto PTSD memories. I honestly don't think I can watch that many episodes for any show, even a show that I like or I'm a big fan of. And so I'm sorry for not being the TMNT fan that a lot of you may have come to expect of me considering some of my older videos. But I still did enjoy what I watched, and so far I've watched the 2003 and the recent rise of the TMNT iterations of TMNT. And I've just been on a TMNT craze, I guess, for a little bit. So that's where the Ninja Turtle part of this concept for today's video comes from. Now, the Super Mario Koopaling part has come because, I don't know, I've always just had this weird idea of combining the Koopalings or some of them and making them the TMNT or Ninja Turtles in general. So there is the brainstorm behind today's concept. So I'll give a heads up to my viewers, especially if you're watching the drawing process on screen. Basically, today's video format is going to be a little different as my computer has been being special. Whenever I draw and record at the same time, it just skips around. Like I'll be just doing a line art or coloring something with my pen and moving it around, and then the cursor will stop at one point and then stay there for a few seconds, and then it'll jump to the next point where my pen is at the current moment. And basically, I guess describing what it does is skipping, and it's been doing that recently when I draw and record at the same time. So basically, I wasn't able to capture the full process of the drawing. Stick to the end of the video to see the complete picture for the finalized picture. So I had to do some detailing off screen. For those who watch my videos, you know I typically do my line art of the sketches, then I proceed to coloring, and then I go to shade the characters and add any other extra details. And so I only got to the coloring bit, but this video is still pretty long enough as is, as I am doing full 4 body characters. So hopefully that's enough content for you guys. And also, since my laptop is having miniature mechanical seizures, I also ended up basically doing the line art, coloring, and eventually shading off screen of the characters all at once, because you know usually when I do more than one character, I'll do the line art for that individual character and then color them and basically do one at a time. Again, sorry, my laptop is just being special, so I hope you can forgive me. Depressing mechanical issues aside, I basically ended up drawing 4 Koopalings and turning them into Ninja Turtles because in the official TMNT lineup, there are 4 turtles, Mikey, Leo, etc. You get the idea. And the 4 Koopalings I decided to turn into Ninja Turtles are Morton, Lemmy, Eggy, and Larry, and I'm not sure if I got the names right, so I'll just show you a picture on screen of the 4 Koopalings in particular that I turned to the Ninja Turtles, because I'm also not super versed in the Mario lore either. I decided to make all 4 of the Koopalings jacked, and they're transitioning into being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because we all know being a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle means that you have to be more jacked than professional bodybuilders or people who use steroids. I mean, when has there been an iteration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles besides the classic 80s cartoon where the turtles are not jacked like they're super soldiers or something? I'm pretty sure Captain America can be jealous of some of the muscles that the turtles have. But anyway, I gave all 4 of the Koopalings in this drawing an athletic build, and I also gave all of them like the horns that you see Bowser have on the top of his head. Now I'm assuming that those horns basically take time to grow on the Koopa race, or whatever you refer to the race of creatures Bowser and the Koopalings are, because I've noticed that none of the Koopalings have those horns on their head. So yeah, I decided to add that design detail, and I gave them little elf ears on the sides of their faces. In reference to the Kappa, Japanese yokai, and Japanese mythology, which, at least as far as I know, is essentially a turtle demon who lives in rivers and lakes. And they have like little elf ears, so I thought that would have been a little cool to draw on these four. And I also gave all four of them essentially different iterations of the classic ninja costumes that you see the Mortal Kombat ninjas wear. Think of like the 90s arcade Mortal Kombat games and the Alpha Scorpion and Sub-Zero wore in those games, along with the other ninjas. So that is where that inspiration comes from, and really the costume itself is generic enough to where it can add little individual touches to distinguish the four, at least as far as design is concerned, and it's simple enough to draw, and at least as a base, and so there's no real extraordinary design decision behind this outfit choice other than practicality. And I'll tell you basically how weird it was drawing clothes on a turtle, because like you see this with Bowser when he's wearing his like wedding costume in the Super Mario Odyssey game. Like, how do they put their clothes on with like a shell? Because doesn't their shell, reach over their chest? I don't know the logic behind it, and it's even something that the 2003 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series designs confused me on, because like you see like the front part of the shell, like there's gaps there where like their limbs come out of. So I'm not going to get into all the minutia detail. I'm just going to say it's cartoon convenience. Now into changes that each individual Koopaling has received in the process of making him a Ninja Turtle. Now with Larry, I guess I kind of see him being the leader or the Leo of the group. And so, he's the cool anime guy, gave him the cool cowlick hairstyle, and his outfit really isn't too individualized or he's stylized. He's your basic vanilla guy, main lead character, and that's really all I have much to say about him. Now I decided to make Morton the edgy ninja character. You know, the ninja characters who are edgy, the edgy anime guy stereotype. And so in my drawing of him, I basically have him be the only turtle in the quartet to wear a hood and a mask and basically hide his face. And I do have a picture of what he looks like without all that stuff that I ended up sketching out on my sketchbook. And you can see that picture here on the screen. And you can also see that picture on my Instagram, shameless plug, go visit it at jcalArts. And I ended up basically giving him a very monochrome color scheme and added dashes of brown to break it up. And considering that Morton originally was based off a rock star, if I remember properly, then yeah, I decided to make the easy connection and make him be the edgy, brutish standoff ninja, the Ralph of the group, if I might say. So I'll be lumping Lemmy and Iggy together because essentially I see them as like a comedic duo as far as the drawing is concerned. I mean, you look at their facial expressions and they're a lot more goofy than Larry and especially Morton on the left side here. I ended up making Lemmy and Iggy have extreme body proportions in reference to their Koopaling original form. Like, Iggy is the tallest Koopaling and Lemmy is the shortest, and so there goes the inspiration for their vastly different height proportions. And I ended up giving Lemmy big anime hair that you see some anime characters have, or characters from anime-based games, in reference to Lemmy's admittedly crazy and colorful mohawk. And I ended up giving Lemmy like more sophisticated glasses and a man bun, and there's no real inspiration from that. That's just, a whole creative liberty there. And that's really all I have to say about those two, other than the fact that I color-coded their ninja costumes appropriately to match their color scheme of their original design. So yeah. So I had this idea for this video in my head for a while. I've been tinkering with the character designs for these four for a long time, and they honestly start off with being OC characters that I had from middle school. And if I can find older pictures of their designs, then I'll show them on screen right now and show you, I guess, the evolution that led to their designs in current form now. And so thank you for sticking by the end of the video, and sorry for all the technical issues. I do plan to get a tablet sometime this year to do my drawing and recording separately, because my laptop admittedly does run a video editing software and it takes a bit of power. So thanks for watching the video again. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Do your cartoon hyena a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time.